Elsewhere in Asia, demonstrations continue outside Japan's embassy in South Korea. They're angry over trade sanctions they say stem from Japan's forced wartime labor decades ago. The trade dispute escalated Friday when Tokyo approved removing South Korea from a list of favored trading partners. That drew widespread criticism. Our correspondent Shane Hom has more now from Seoul.
Japan, about a month ago, before this decision from its cabinet to remove South Korea from its white list of preferred trading partners, had actually initiated restrictions against three very high-tech materials used in South Korean products, namely semiconductors and displays, which of course comprises a very large portion of South Korea's exports, namely companies like Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix. And if you want to go back to why Japan may have done that, what South Korean authorities believe is that it's in retaliation to a court decision here giving compensation to laborers that were forced to work under Japanese companies back in World War II. So you see this tit for tat. We saw South Korea respond by, like you said, removing Japan from its own white list. But we saw also a very strong response from South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who immediately reacted with a rare televised address in front of an emergency cabinet meeting, saying that he will not back down. Authorities here are willing to take this to the World Trade Organization for mediation as well. But as far as the immediate sort of countermeasures for local companies here, the government is willing to support in terms of garnering and securing parts and equipment from other countries, as far as those high-tech materials, possibly sourcing them from countries like Russia or even China. But it really is, if this gets drawn out into a long trade battle, then with the trade deficit that South Korea incurs, it could be a loss in economic terms, but ultimately consumers will be paying from their pockets, and I'm talking global consumers, because this could affect really global tech supply chains, including smartphones and other electronic gadgets.